When you think back to the discussion in October last year, it's completely surreal to think about what politicians were focusing on at that moment. They were talking about mean tweets, the culture of being anonymous online, horrible comments that are made to politicians and other public figures, as if what happened to David Amess was just some form of trolling, as if he was just being, someone was being horrible to him. In fact, what we now know for sure is that this was a political assassination motivated by Islamist extremism, motivated by religious extremism. And we need to get to grips with that. And what Ali said in his justification for his heinous crime, he said that there were two reasons why he thought Amess was a good target. The first is because he voted to bomb ISIS in Syria. And the second is because he was a member of the conservative Friends of Israel group. So this was a political assassination of someone for opposing ISIS and for supporting Israel. We need to have a serious discussion about that, how that can happen in 21st century Britain.
Well, indeed, but the problem is, Brendan, the way this works, and we've both been through a number of these terror attacks now, is that initially the mainstream media say, oh, we can't talk about this because we should be celebrating the life of the person that was killed. Then the terrorist is charged so they can hide behind the legal process for not having the discussion. And now, all of these months later, they know that the public appetite has moved on. So what it means is there is just a conspiracy of silence.
Absolutely right. And we have the same routine every time there's a terrorist attack. People might change their social media page for a while. They might put up some flowers, put up a sad image, or say, express regret for what's happened. We lay some flowers. We might sing a song, Imagine by John Lennon, or Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. Those are the kinds of things we do. And then we move on. And what the political class and the media class tend to say is that anyone who focuses too much on these kinds of attacks could be driven by Islamophobia. They might unwittingly stir up hatred for Muslims. They use these forms of moral blackmail to try to silence political discussion and try to silence people's feelings of anger about these kinds of mass attacks that have taken place in recent years. So I don't like the culture of conformism and the culture of censorship that surrounds these kinds of attacks. It's all a form of Islamist denialism where we can't get to grips with the fact that this scourge really does exist.